Hey guys, welcome back to Infidelity Stories. Make sure like and subscribe to the channel for more spicy stories. Now, let's get into story video.
GF, 23F, of 5 years cheated on me, 22 meters. I feel betrayed and devastated. Hello, this might be a bit long, so I apologize for that. And for this reason I really appreciate anyone who reads this. Thank you. She is my first girlfriend and first sexual partner. I am her first as well. We had a great relationship. We traveled a lot together, had a lot of fun together. And of course we had our downs too. But nothing serious, we always got through it. I felt like our relationship was strong and our mutual trust was incredible. That all changed when I learned that she cheated. For some context, she goes to a local disco every now and then. I never go there with her, because I don't like discos. I always trusted her, because I knew she would never do anything stupid. She just isn't this kind of girl, at least so I thought. Exactly 1 year ago she started hanging out with a guy I know there. He's a bit of an a-hole but I didn't really care. They started texting on Snapchat, which I found extremely suspicious, but she just kept saying it was completely innocent and he was just a friend. I kept telling her it's suspicious and he's a dick, but she just kept insisting he's okay and he's just a friend. Then they argued a lot for some reason and stopped talking completely. She told me he said some stupid things and that he's a dick. Wow, no SHT. So I was satisfied and didn't care about it any further. Time forward to yesterday, I randomly remembered this happened and wondered what exactly happened between them. So I just grabbed her phone and checked. We do this normally, we didn't hide anything from each other, so it was normal to just grab the other's phone and do whatever. What I saw shook me to my core. I saw a message from her saying something along the lines that they just went somewhere, hid and effed quickly so no one would see them, and then he didn't want to talk to her anymore. Basically he just had her for sex. From the context it was obvious this happened multiple times. I started incredibly shaking and my heartbeat went up like crazy. I felt sick. I never felt so sick. And I still do. I told her and she cried about it. Said she regretted it incredibly and that she didn't want to tell me, because she was afraid of hurting me and losing me. That she loves me and stuff like that. I do admit that at the time of this incident a year ago, we did have a bit of a bad time in our relationship. But I felt like we got through it. She said that she lacked sexual desire and wanted to feel what it's like to have sex with someone else since I was her only one. She even told me at the time that she wanted to try it with someone else. I told her that I'm sorry but I wouldn't accept that. And still, she did it. What's funny is that she is quite a low libido, and we didn't have nearly as much sex as I'd like. For example, we didn't have sex for 3 months once. And there definitely was enough of desire, at least from my side. And then she FCKS this guy multiple times. Now she texted me how sorry she is and how horrible it feels that she did this. Because she said multiple times that she would never cheat and that she doesn't understand how anyone could cheat in a relationship. Well, there you go. She completely betrayed my trust. I feel like she stabbed me in the back. I feel depressed. Horrible. She wants to get back together and she said that after this she would never ever do it again because it just wasn't worth it. She said she can't be without me and that she really does not want to lose me. And honestly, I don't want to lose her either. We've known each other since we were 7. Basically all our lives. We spend almost every day together. We do everything together. We love each other. After 5 years of relationship, I really felt like we were going to spend the future together. We are almost perfect for each other. Except for our sex, but I wanted to work on that. I really don't know what to do now. Does she deserve another chance? She does seem to genuinely regret it. But I'm afraid that if she did it once, she might do it again. Plus our trust will never be the same, of course. Thank you so much if you read all the way here. I am very grateful. I needed to get this off my chest. Update, thank you everyone for your messages. I really needed this. You are all great, honestly. I'll talk about it with her and tell her in depth how I feel and why I want to break up. I'll keep you all updated. Once again, thank you so much. Update number 2, I texted her, since I left her home immediately, and told her that I will not get back with her, ever. That she betrayed me and I even explained everything. My feelings, thoughts etc. She takes full responsibility and blames for everything. She acknowledged her mistakes and said she genuinely feels sick of herself. And that she will never forget this, never forgive herself, and that with me, a piece of herself will be missing. She said she would take it all back if she could. She confessed to sleeping with said dohebag 3 times. After that it ended. I asked if she would have continued had he not ended it. And she said she doesn't know. In my mind that is an obvious yes. That one hurt. Her only wish is for us not to be cut off completely. Not stay together, just not be cut off completely. I really don't know about that. I must confess that I do feel sorry for her. Yes, I know. I'm weak. I'm a weakling. I told her I'm not sure if I want to keep her in my life at all. She said she will respect my decision and will understand. I am at peace with the fact we broke up and will never be together. I must once again thank you all amazing people for your opinions and your help. You were most helpful and seriously helped me get it done. I still have to think about the cutting off thing. Update number 3, there was a lot of familial affection. I loved her family and her family loved me. They even said they see me as part of the family. Same for her and my family pretty much. Also, her brother is my best friend. It's really messy and that's why I don't want to cut her off completely. I would effectively cut off her family as well. Story 2. Found out my fiancé, 31F, has been cheating, unsure of my, 32M, next step. So, I'll try and keep this straightforward and concise. Sorry if I ramble on. I, M/32, and my partner, 31/F, have been together since 2012, engaged for 6 years, and parents to a 3-year-old son. The last 6 to 12 months have been pretty rough for us, the flame had been dim, we weren't sure if we were losing our spark. I just put it down to being parents, these things happen. We weren't having date nights as childcare was hard to organize, we were always tired after working, we both start at 6 a.m., at the same place too, multiple other factors, but as I said, I just put it down to being parents, and maybe other factors like the cost of living, these things are going to happen, we're going to have off periods. For a while, she was going out to her friends twice, maybe 3 times, a week. I would put our son to bed and she would go, and not come home until gone midnight, that's on a work night too. I always thought she was going to her friends to vent about me, about how SHT her relationship is. I thought she was going to get away from me. Whilst she was out at her friends, I was working out at home, pampering in an effort to do what I could to better myself, mainly for her. I'd listened to Fresh and Fit, a podcast about being masculine. It's been my favorite podcast for a good few months and has taught me a lot. Anyway, this last week, I have been doing overtime at work, starting at 2 a.m. On Thursday morning, I was lying next to her, she had not long been asleep as she went to her friends on a Wednesday night. I think I heard her come home just before midnight, and creep into bed. I couldn't really sleep, knowing I was getting up in less than a couple of hours anyway, so I decided to check her phone. This is not something I've ever wanted to do, or have ever done in our relationship. I have always respected her privacy. I was looking for chats with her friends, I was looking to find confirmation that she was indeed talking down about our relationship. Unfortunately, what I found hurt me more. I discovered that she was going to see a guy, and not her friends. I took pictures of their Instagram chat, put her phone back on charge, and got ready for work. Originally, I wanted to play my cards close to my chest. Being a man, I wasn't sure what I had rights to, like what would happen with our son, our house and car that I had put the large deposits down for. I was angry and upset, I wanted to leave her with nothing. So I wanted to get as much advice as I could before the confrontation. Anyway, Friday soon came. She was awake getting ready for work, and I was up too, it was my day off work. I had hardly slept and was clearly acting weird. She asked me if I was okay, I tried to play it off and stick to my plan, but I couldn't. I asked her about the guy, and she rang absent at work and we talked for hours. She was distraught, didn't know why she did it, although she put it down to lack of attention. But overall, yep, she was nonstop crying, distraught, and begging for me to stay with her. After more talks and tears, I decided I wanted to give it time before splitting up, and see if we can make it work. I know, I'm a mug. I never thought she was capable of something like this. She had come from an abusive upbringing, and cheated on in previous relationships, therefore was always really strongly against cheating, and made that so clear throughout our relationship. I know in my head that I could never cheat, trust me, I'm not bragging, but there's been opportunities, I just could never do that to her, but yeah, I suppose that's all I have on that story at the minute. Her family knows now, they're really angry and disappointed in her. My mom knows, and surprisingly she wants me to give things a try. I'm in limbo. It's still pretty raw, and early days. I still imagine what she's done, and I can't get rid of those thoughts, but I also love her so much, seeing her upset and broken like this, despite what she's done, absolutely kills me. We did have something good, I want to believe we can get that back if we both, more her now, puts in the effort, but I'm scared of not being able to escape these thoughts I'm having. I haven't even listened to the Fresh and Fit podcast, as I feel like a hypocrite. The guys on that show would tell me to throw her out, and she's never respected me for her to do something like that. Has anybody ever had the same experience and it worked out in the end?